Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Harry Cox with the Breaking News Network, and we're coming to you live from the Monsters facility. We had just gotten word that the Monsters head coach from last season received a letter from the president of the league. It appears the president of the league was not very happy with the way that the Monsters head coach coached the team last year, as well as treated his players. The letter that the president sent pretty much lists that he is fired from his job as the coach of the Monsters, as well as the coach will serve a suspension for next season if he is picked up by another team to coach. It appears the suspension is in regards to slander of his players, as well as some illegal drug use in the facility. Just moments ago, the coach spoke to the press about the allegations against him. It appears he will be trying to appeal his suspension. We do not know if that is going to happen or if it is. We are going to cut to the press conference that recently just happened so you can see for your eyes what was said. Well, I'm sure you all are aware of why we're here, but I will take some questions anyway to kind of really answer anything that you have in regards to what I just received. I'm not sure why I was fired from my position as the coach. We made the playoffs. I'm just really not sure what's going on. It's going to be a lot to process, but we're going to get through it. Hopefully we'll have a job next season, and we'll just go from there. I'll take some questions now. First question, go ahead. Whatever you have to ask.
Yeah, coach. Are you surprised to hear drugs are being used in the clubhouse during your tenure?
Let me just start with this. I was never allowing my players to use prohibited drugs in the clubhouse. That is totally against my policy. Whatever the players did on their own accord is on them. If they don't get suspended, that's up to the league. If they're taking it out on me for them, the league messing up, I have nothing to do with that. I'm innocent. I would never give my players any type of drugs to give them boosts and stuff like that. That's just not how we play here. I'm a very clean cut coach. I don't bash on my players at all. This was a mistake by all mistakes. I hope I can appeal my suspension to the higher ups, and hopefully we can get it kind of reversed, and I'll be coaching with the team next year. Next question.
Hi, coach. A female player on your team has came out and said you hated her personally and targeted her. What are your thoughts on that?
Listen, I never hated any player on my team. I may have said some things in the past that may have ruffled some feathers. Never really hated anybody. We've seen some players kind of come out of their shell towards the end and actually perform pretty well with some kind of criticism, if you want to call it that. And I never hated any of my players. I never targeted a single individual on my team. I'm sorry that they feel that way. I wish that it could have been different, but again, they didn't play well towards the end of the season in the playoffs, and there's nothing we can do about that now. You know, I'm no longer the coach, so I can pretty much say that with confidence that they just didn't perform how I wanted them to. That's okay. Thank you for the question. We'll take one last question. You up front, what was your question?
Yeah, coach. Will you be coaching next year? And what do you plan to do about the appeal that you're going to have?
That's another great question. Yeah, I do plan on coaching. I've said that kind of in the past year. 100% I plan on coaching. About the appeal, the nice thing is if I do this appeal, I will be able to coach, 1 or 2 games without any retaliation against me, and I may have to serve in a suspension. If I do, my assistant coach will step up and be the coach of the team for the time being. It is what it is. I'm not sure what the process entails. This is the first time I'm going through this. We're just gonna have to kind of deal with it as it comes, whatever that may be. I'm sure you guys have seen the letter, and I do plan to appeal the firing and suspension. Hopefully the league can make it right and we can go from there. But I do plan on coaching. I'm hoping I can get to a nice team, and hopefully a owner or GM or whoever is going to hire me is going to be open to and willing to listen to my side of the story. But that's about all I got for you guys. I appreciate you guys' questions, and I guess I will be seeing you guys out there hopefully soon. See you then. Well, folks, you heard it here first. The coach will be trying to apply for a new team next season. Does seem like he has some interest. If he does get picked up, he will not have to serve that suspension immediately because the appeal process will be in place. He'll have a game or 2 to work through it. After that, if it's a 5-game suspension, the assistant coach will have to step in and coach the team wherever he may end up for 4-5 games at most. It could be an interesting one to say the least. We appreciate you guys listening in. Harry Cox, I'm out.